he had enough resources to fuck off for 8 days, channel the system while he was on, like, I don't know, Quaaludes and cocaine. Hi, today we're going to talk about human design. The first thing you need to know, right? What is human design? Human design is a system that weaves together several mystic traditions: astrology, Kabbalah, the Chakra system, and the I-Ching. Similar to astrology, human design is based on your birth date, time, and location, and provides an energetic blueprint of how you might operate through this lifetime. My personal view on human design is that it offers a gallery of tools and terms that give you permission to be how you already are. So I want to give some background on where the system comes from. It was channeled through a guy whose name is Alan, who was an ad man in the 80s, right? Which is to say, he had enough resources to fuck off for 8 days, channel the system while he was on, like, I don't know, Quaaludes and cocaine, potentially. That's a statement of opinion, not fact. I really don't know what this man was doing, but it was the 80s and he was an ad man. Now, the reason that I wanted to give this background is, number one, I think that all systems are models, which is to say all models are wrong. All models are wrong, but plenty of them are useful. An idea that I received from the person who taught me human design, who's called AC Brown, she says that human design is about, I think she says 80%, but for me, I'm going to say human design is about 70% accurate, and then the other 30% is due to your experience. Any of your lived experiences, including the body you were born in, any traumas you may have experienced, whether or not you grew up poor, things like this are going to impact how accurate human design feels to you. And I subscribe to that idea across all frameworks, all models, though not necessarily that percentage, 70-30. But I do think that it's valuable to think about any of these systems, especially human design, which is very, very prescriptive. Across all models, I think you should hold space for your lived experience and for the model to be wrong sometimes. And I hope that we can all get more comfortable with that idea. Like, all models are wrong, but a lot of them are useful. And additionally, this man was an ad man, right? Like, think of Mad Men. Like, he was the guy that John Hamm is, essentially. I mean, from his job. His job is the same. I've never seen Mad Men, so I really don't know anything about the character. I'm just saying it's the same job. And the reason that it's really important for me that you know that is because this person who channeled the system made his living out of sensationalizing topics. I want you to really sit with that. He made his living by being a sensationalist, by using sensational language. And the reason it's important is because if you were to pick up this book, this one right here, right, and it has all the different explanations and all this, you would realize that there is a lot of sensationalist language in the quote unquote text, capital T text, right? And so certain people who are teaching just traditional human design are coming straight from the text, capital T, and I find a lot of the language to be unnecessarily inflammatory. But it's hilarious because his sun sign is in, like, one of the most inflammatory gates to begin with from a verbal perspective. How beautiful and hilarious that, like, right there in the system, you can see why he would have become an ad man and why the language is so sensational, in my opinion. So I bring that forward to just say that this person who channeled it, like, even if it is, you know, a divine system coming straight from God, however you define God, it was channeled through a person who had a particular lens, who lived a particular experience, and thus put that on the page. And I know this might be a bit, you know, heretical to say, But I believe that about all capital T texts. I'm going to leave that right there. What's more dangerous than drinking turmeric tea on a white couch? Name one thing. The danger makes it so tasty.